I already didn't have a lot of hope for this movie, but what little hope I still had just got absolutely obliterated. So, the new Fantastic Four First Steps trailer just came out, and along with that, a new article confirming a few pretty unfantastic things for our new movie. So, let's go in and let's take a look. You can go watch the new trailer, it's out right now on YouTube. You can go watch it if you want to after this video. But the main event is going to be this article that goes into detail about the quote unquote updated characters of Sue Storm and Johnny Storm. So let's take a look at that real quick. So I quote from the article: myself and Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige were speaking about previous iterations of him and where we are culturally. Keep that in mind. That's going to be very important later. Where we are culturally, that's a major red flag. He was branded as this womanizing, devil may care guy, but is that sexy these days? I don't think so. This version of Johnny is less callous with other people's feelings, and hopefully there is a self-awareness about what is driving that attention-seeking behavior. Okay, so we already have our first problem. We have the character of Johnny Storm in Human Torch completely wrong. We don't even have the characters right. So Johnny Storm, ever since the very first comic books of the Fantastic Four, was always this womanizing, devil-may-care guy. He was always a player. He was always this character. He was always like this. And now they're changing him for this movie because, oh, people are sensitive. Let's be real here. Come on. If you can't write Johnny Storm right, then don't write him at all. If you're not going to include him in the movie the way he is in the comics, then don't do it at all. This is a very simple concept. It really baffles me that people can't understand this. This is a very simple concept. Johnny Storm has always been a player. He has always been about that action. He has always been, even as the article reads, a hothead teenager type. And even Chris Evans played him as a skirt chasing scallywag in the 2005 and 2007 Fantastic Four movies. That is Johnny Storm. That is who he is. If you can't write that, then don't write him or don't include him at all. Or better yet, just stop writing Marvel movies. Actually, better yet, just stop writing movies and let people who know what they're doing take over, because it is clear you can't do that. Okay? So we already have Johnny Storm completely written wrong. And let's go to our next point, Sue Storm. Let's take a look at Sue Storm. So the same article reads, and I quote, if you played an exact 60s Sue today, everyone would think she was a bit of a doormat, Vanessa Kirby says. Vanessa Kirby is the actress. So figuring out how to capture the essence of what she represented to each generation, where here we go, here is the big one, where the gender politics were different and embody that today was one of the greatest joys of this. Oh my. Two words. Two words can completely destroy a movie. It's really something. I already didn't have a lot of hope for this movie, but whatever like tiny little scraps of hope I had, its head ripped off, put in a compactor, and then turned into a fucking bomb. The third part of this video is about female Silver Surfer, but I already made a video on her. So just for this case alone, I'll give you all the Spark Notes version. So Shalabal replacing Norn Rad doesn't make any goddamn sense. When you think of Silver Surfer, you think of Norn Rad. He's been there since the beginning. He was the OG. The movies and the games always have him. The comics always have him, and he is the Silver Surfer, not just a Silver Surfer. He is the Silver Surfer. It's the equivalent to having all the Avengers show up, Iron Man pulls up, and instead of it being Tony, it's Pepper Potts. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. With the gender politics in this movie that was confirmed either intentionally or accidentally by Vanessa Kirby, and the nerfing of Johnny Storm, yes, it was done because of gender politics and the wokies said so. I was right the entire time. All the people that I spoke to who called me crazy, who called me sexist, who called me like all these buzzword terms and all that, I was right the entire fucking time. Y'all just refuse to believe me. I was right the entire time. And nobody believed me. You know what? I'm tired of winning. I really am. I'm tired of winning. If you want to watch a good Fantastic Four movie, just watch Rise of the Silver Surfer. And speaking of Rise of the Silver Surfer, instead of watching this movie on opening night, I think I might, not confirmed, I might make you guys a Rise of the Silver Surfer video. Galactus is gonna Galactus all over the universe. Pedro Pascal is gonna Pascal all over the Baxter building. Johnny Storm is not gonna be Johnny Storm. Vanessa Kirby is gonna do whatever the hell Vanessa Kirby is gonna do. The Thing is gonna thing it all over the Grim, and Shala Ball is gonna ball over the universe. All right, that's all I got. That's peak cinema. This movie's gonna be a fucking crash. All right. Yep, that's all I got. Good night, America.